Alright, so hopefully this second part here will complete this install. So I bent my bracket there. Let's look at it real fast. For the oil catch can, so the people that don't have one, don't have to worry about it. So basically I bent it down that way, and also over this direction too. So compounding, I guess you could say. Alright, so let's look at the rest of this strut bar. So a lot of folks that put the strut bar, they mentioned this gap here where it touches, and it does. If I, because this, when you look here, when you look here on the hole, the mounting hole, there's wiggle room, right? So that way you could move the strut tower around a little bit, or strut tower race around a little bit. So depending on how I move it, I could have it could touch, or if I push it away, and also forward. It gives me, that's probably about 2 millimeters right there of space. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna push it so that way I have as much space here as I can, because just because it's not touching right now doesn't mean that it can't touch. As the car drives, especially when you're cornering hard, there's flex in the chassis and stuff. So there's a possibility that this, even though it's 2 millimeters, it's possible that it might get closer. It probably won't touch, but who knows? If you drive hard enough, that's always a possibility of having that flex. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so I'm just push it this way and forward. So it gives me as much clearance as I can right here where the reservoir is. So once I'm pushing it as much forward as I can, I'm just gonna turn my, my mounting nuts here. Basically hand tight, finger tight. Alright, finger tight. And do the same thing on the other side. Finger tight. So yeah, so it's finger tight. Let's look at, so both sides finger tight, both the driver side and the passenger side over there is finger tight. But let's look at right here. So that's not centered either, because again I have to move it that direction and forward. So that's why it looks like that. So they're both like that, I believe. Yeah, they're both like that. So now I just have to put the nut and the washer for those two. So go back to your kit here. There's the two washers. I believe that's what it's used for. Also the two nuts as well. Well, actually, I'm not sure if the two nuts are for that or not. Let me see if they fit. Actually, they do fit. Okay, so they do fit. So yeah, so that's what these two nuts are for. And you could use the factory nuts as well. But the cool thing about these nuts is that it has a little teeth there, so that way it doesn't back out. So that way it'll just dig into the washer. Alright. Let's put those two down in here. Washer there. Nut here. Washer on the other side. Nut on the other side. So those are, I believe those are 13 millimeters. So 13, I think it's 13. So it's kind of like European standards. European likes to use 13 millimeters. Japanese doesn't use 13 millimeters. Japanese uses 12 millimeters or 14 millimeters. So again, you could have used the factory nuts. That would have worked fine too, but I'm gonna use those nuts that they gave me. So. So here I'm using a pass-through socket. I don't know what they did before they invented this. I mean, you have to use the deep sockets. These sockets are okay, but these pass-through one works really well too. I actually prefer. Sometimes these are better, and sometimes the deep sockets are better. But I like these. These are cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna tighten these down. I believe the spec on this is 14 foot-pounds. 14 foot-pounds, not much. Let's get it there. So you notice how when I tighten this thing, you notice how I hold this corner right here. The reason why you want to do that, especially when you have an extension, is like when you're torquing this thing down, because you're only holding it on one side. This right here, this will actually want to kind of go cockeyed. When that happens, you can strip your nut. So when you hold this, when I hold this right here, I keep it from going cockeyed. That's what I'm doing. I'm not actually like trying to give it more torque or anything. I'm just holding it so that way it stays and it prevents it from going cockeyed on me. Okay, so that's done on that side, or the two top. Let's tighten down the two towers up. Oops. That's 14. Another 13. So here I'm just holding it right here instead of out here, so that way I don't want to put a whole bunch of torque on it yet. Before I start to just tighten this stuff up here, so that way you don't over torque. Let's see, there's no space right there. Can't get a socket wrench right here because of the angle, unless you use like a not angle right here either. Unless you use like a wobble socket. So I'm gonna actually unlock this thing. So I already disconnected my batteries, so I could just pull this off. Right here, you push the button down here, then you can lift this up to unlock it. So this unlocks the thing right here. Lift this up, it pops out. Move this aside, then I can access right here. Much easier. Actually, let's tighten up my hand first. Now we can. Alright. Oops. So now actually I was tightening it down already, because this thing is so long. This thing is that's like a foot long. That's probably enough right there. And here as well. Hard to feel it because I'm right-handed and I'm using my left hand. I'm going to use my right hand. Have a little bit better feeling. Okay. Right there. That's good. So yeah, so I think Goodwin Racing's had mentioned these are only 14 foot-pounds. Off the top of my head, I could have swore it was 41 foot-pounds, but it might not be. It might be. It's probably less. I don't recall now. Shit. I could have swore these ones were 41 foot-pounds, but I could have swore the Goodwin Racing said it was 14 foot-pounds instead of 41. Maybe I'm remembering the numbers, backwards. 41 instead of 14. All right, so these three are on. I have to plug this thing back in here. Actually, before you plug it in, make sure you look here. It's not dirty. There's no dirt, dust in here. If there is, just blow into it. Make sure it's aligned up properly, so that way those pins and stuff don't get don't get bent. That's all good there. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Back to the other side here. So I don't need that, I don't think. Oh, nope, I don't need it. Use this in here. Okay. It's definitely more than 14. Yeah, it's more than 14 I'm putting in there. I'm putting in like at least 20 or maybe even 30. This one I'm a little bit more careful because it seems like for some reason this one, same with the other side, seems like the thread, there's not as much thread engagement. So you have to be mindful of that. You wanna, if there's not enough threads, if you over torque it, it's gonna strip those threads. I do not want to strip this because this is my Ohlins. That's the reason why it doesn't have as much threads. If you look at it, you see that the top part of it, there's no threads. It's just like a button. It was designed that way so that way when you put the bolt on, it comes on easily and it doesn't, you don't lose the bolt. But I think they could have, I think they could have made it not that long. They could have made the threads a little bit higher up because I know the factory one it is higher up. But it's just my thought on it. That's good there. Okay, that's good there. Let's put this thing back down here. These are 2 nuts. Where's my wrench? Where's my 10mm? 10mm. Let's do it right here. Obviously now we've got easy access to the knobs here. Before we could get to the knobs, but it was kind of a a bit of a pain. I have thin fingers, so wasn't that bad. For people that have thick fingers, you might not be able to get to the knob very well in those spots. A little bit on the short side. Where's my extension? Or did I even use that one? I might have used this one right here. That's good. Fetch. Okay. Back to the socket. That's good there. And the connector bracket plug down in here, I had disconnected. Plug that back in. And the wire for this one, there's a little bracket that's down in here as well. Plug that back in. So both those are plugged back in. These two are tying, so it's all good here. We're all good on this end. So that's good there. Let's go back to the the driver's side. So I already tightened the bracket down here, and I've already tightened these two. Actually, I tightened this one already, I think. Did I tighten that one already? Let me double check. Oops. Yeah, that one's tightened, so, but the other one's not, because remember I have that catch can. I have to kind of line up and make sure everything's lined up properly and it doesn't nothing's rubbing or anything like that. So move that around, wiggle it around so it doesn't touch my lines. Doesn't touch nothing basically. Okay, so I think it's good right there. It's good. It's pretty good to me. It looks pretty good to me right there. So I need to tighten that down. See if this fits. Yep, it fits. So hold the bottom with the box wrench. Tight. Again, double check my clearance. So I'm all good there. Pretty tight clearance. Now I need to tighten the catch can down to its bracket. I also had a little bit of blue Loctite on here, just in case, because those bolts are so small. You know, they don't hold that much weight. I'm also concerned about vibration, you know, it loosened. So, and that's only 2. I'm surprised they only made 2 for this instead of 3 bolts for this catch can bracket. It would have been better with 3, considering how small the bolts are. Okay, so everything's connected. So look at the space right here. I have about maybe 2 millimeters, and since I have a catch can as well, right here to the master cylinder, about 2 millimeters, and down right here where the hose is, this hose right here, there's about 2 millimeters in there as well. This is all tightened up. That's all tightened up. Other side's all tightened up. Over there it's all tightened up. The bracket up right here is tightened up. Right here is tightened up. I'm pretty much done, I believe. All you need to do is just reconnect the batteries, or the battery, I should say, not batteries. Well, actually, you know what? I'm missing one more. I'm missing the bolt that's holding this bracket together down here. Oh shoot! I shouldn't have tightened these ones because that one's not aligned. Dang it. Okay, that's alright. I'm good that I cut that on camera, because that way you see my mistakes. Loosen this up a little bit. You see my mistakes, so you don't have to make it yourself. Loosen a little bit, just like half a turn. Same with this one. Alright, just enough so I can wiggle this and get the, because this bracket here is held in 3 spots. So there's 2 right here, and also 1 down right there. So 1 further down, past like down right in here. You look straight down, right behind the battery lead, you'll see that one. And that one's a 10 millimeter. What's my 10 millimeter? Okay. Totally forgot about that. So stuff like this is where sometimes when you get it done at the shop, like for example at the dealership, man, most fuckers will forget this bolt probably. Or sometimes when they do, when they catch it, if they realize that they missed the bolt and they already put everything on, and the bolt's was a spot where it was all buried in, they won't take your stuff apart and put that bolt back in. They'll just leave it out. And in the long run, you're gonna have more problems if that happens. That's the thing about why I don't take my vehicles to dealerships, because they do that kind of shit, where they don't do things half-ass. and there's a reason why they do that. Why it's like that is because, oh shit. So earlier I had mentioned tightening and holding the head down so it doesn't cockeye. So this thing was so long that it started to cockeye as I was tightening it, and it flew off. So let me hold it down right here on this end. Okay, that's tight enough. Alright, so tighten this one back up again. Kind of recheck this one a little bit, make sure my catch can is not touching enough clearance. Okay, catch can is good. Okay, let's bring that up. Okay, double check the catch can, have nothing wiggling. All these are tight. Okay, that's it. So I'm done. Yeah. So there we have it. So let's look at it. So it's a strut bar, tower bar. So now it's all one solid piece instead of 3 pieces. I don't think 3 pieces work very well because that's movement where the joint is right there, right? You see some of the strut bars that have where the connection right here is not solid, where there's also there's like a bolt right here, and so there's basically a pivot point. Those type of strut bars don't work that well either, because when things are moving, that spot moves, right? It wiggles. So you want something that's solid, like how this one is. It's all one piece. I wanted to get the cobalt with the bar that goes across over here from this tower across over the head to the other tower, but that one costs like I think it's like $150 more. Actually, no, yeah, it's about $150 more, because this one here has free shipping. The other one doesn't. The other one. So this one here is on sale for $250. The cobalt one is $350, plus another $30 for shipping. So it's like closer to $150, and also the difference of tax too. $250 tax is less than $350 tax, right? So it's close to $150 more for the cobalt. So that's one thing one reason I didn't pick it. The other reason why I didn't pick it is because the other one is stainless steel, so this is aluminum, so this is lighter. So I want to keep it light, basically. Yeah, otherwise I think the other one would probably work better, just because it's 3, it has the extra bar across right there that actually will make it even stronger. It'd be a more solid brace, but I think this is fine. Alright, thanks for watching.